What's up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. Adam is still on Italian European vacation.
Celebrating his birthday. Being the big man.
Celebrating his day of birth.
Taking over Europe.
We have got week 2 of Secret Invasion we're about to watch right now for the first time ever. Augustine and I have never watched it. If you want to watch an uncut version of the reaction, you can follow along at home. You can click play when we say click play. Check out our Patreon. That's where the after party lives. We've got a bunch of great stuff on there as well, including a bunch of movie reactions, movies that we haven't seen. I'm going to put Augustine on blast here. He's never seen the Indiana Jones movies. We watched them all. Yeah. He had not seen, as far as he knew, and he was correct, Batman or Batman Returns. We watched them in anticipation for The Flash, which came out. So check out the Patreon if you'd like. It's a great deal. Be a part of our community. Let us know what you're thinking about Secret Invasion. Check out our Discord as well. It's awesome. So come hang out with us on Discord. Heroes Reforged Discord. We've seen episode 1. We're ready to get into episode 2. We're about to jump right into it. Maria Hill is dead, as far as we know.
I don't know if that's real or not. But we'll I guess
episode 2 is going to start.
We'll see in episode 2.
She's going to be alive.
She's going to do the Michael Myers, and then come back like the serial killer.
I'm ready. It was a simmering heat this first episode. Maybe we've heard episode 2 is going to kick it up a notch, and we're going to see what maybe the rest of the show is going to entail. So I'm excited. Should we just jump into it?
I'm taking over the controls here that Adam normally does, so I'm a little nervous by it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
1995.
Been riding the desk for the past 6 years, trying to figure out where our future enemies are coming from.
This feels like a trailer.
Shapeshifters. We can't trust
It'd be great if Phil Coulson came back in this show. That'd be wild.
That he was a dead scroll the whole time?
This is just the beginning.
That's Emilia Clarke? All right, 2 years later.
1997.
I'd like you to meet someone. This is Gravik.
Oh, Gravik.
Cool.
His parents were killed in the last stand against the Kree. He escaped from behind it, piloted a ship all on his own.
Yo.
We could use someone like him.
He's a child.
Just talk to him.
Dude, that's crazy. I wonder if they're gonna bring in like the Kree Skrull War, which is such a big deal in Marvel Comics.
This work here, you know, it's very dangerous.
This de-aged Nick Fury looks great, by the way. It's awesome.
Solid.
Oh, it's been a rough journey. We went looking for a home.
Oh, I think that's Soren.
For those of you who braved the journey here to Earth, you did so for one reason. This man.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's crazy.
Right?
While you work to keep my home safe, Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same actress who plays the little girl in the Captain Marvel movie. Is this little girl right now, the Skrull girl? But I think Soren is the same actor.
Yeah.
I think they brought her back. I hope she gets a scene.
Do we understand what this threat is, though? Is this still the same threat from the movie?
I mean, I feel like it could be.
You keep your word,
I'll keep mine.
Oh, and Fury didn't keep his word. That's a bummer. I mean, the threat might just be that, for example, the Kree try to kill.
But is that still
Skrulls,
going?
And Fury just knows about interstellar threats, so he's like, keep my home safe. I don't know. Oh, she's dead. She's still dead.
She's dead. Oh, man.
Oh.
Everybody's a scroll, man.
Мы ищем одного человека. Чернокожий американец. Видели у кого-нибудь похожего?
Чернокожий американец. В поезде Москва-Варшава есть больше шансов встретить инопланетянина.
This is Talos, I bet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
they've gone.
It's great. Like how Talos knows the power of a white woman. Like you can just deflect any suspicion.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Attractive
good.
white woman.
Yeah.
Me and my mother would make up games. One time she said, "Tell me something I don't know about you and Susie." Me and Susie had a standing game of doctor. Suffice it to say, I wasn't about to tell her about that. Oh, I made up something crazy. Like, me and Susie saw a bullfrog with polka dots. The mere fact that I did that told her everything she needed to know.
I like this monologue. This is
Oh,
great.
yeah. It also tells us
You want
that
to go a few rounds?
he learned everything he knows from his mom.
Tell me something I don't know
See?
about the destruction of Skrullos.
You know everything.
Name of the game is tell me something I don't know.
The million of us that were left, we fled.
Tell me something I don't know
He's lying.
about the Skrulls that fled.
I don't think he's lying. He's just holding back some information.
They're here.
Who's here?
All of them.
All of us.
A million?
Wait. You're
Dang,
telling
dude.
me there's a million Skrulls walking amongst us right now? Have you lost your reptilian ass mind? You lied to me.
Hey, we were being hunted across the universe. What would you have done?
This ain't about me.
Oh, right, but you find using us as your spies and your errand boys.
Host gets to set the terms of the visitation.
What happens when the host disappears?
Yep.
Your boots barely hit Earth. And oh, it's too heavy here, man. I gotta go up to my space station. Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth.
Humans can't coexist with each other, Taylor.
That's true.
There's not enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species.
And it's very key that Nick Fury is a black man. He just said he lived in Alabama as it like,
I think this is just us.
dang.
Listen,
Both
y'all,
of
not
these
to
men, they're
take away from
betrayed.
that scene, but there's soldiers looking for an African American man.
Stop yelling, Sam Jackson.
Yeah, like, come on. You're
Stop
screaming
yelling in this
English.
cable car. I love that scene. That was great.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Like, it reminded me when Sam Jackson was talking to Steve Rogers in the elevator, and he talked about like his grandfather always used to carry a gun because he didn't trust people. Whose body is this? Who died? Who did they bring back?
Elizabeth.
Were you there?
Oh, Maria Hill.
Oh, this is Maria's
Oh my
mom.
God. Oh my God.
How
Elizabeth
did
Hill.
it happen?
Happened quickly.
Don't you be one of those bastards who gives me a platitude when I'm looking for the truth. You won't even tell me where on planet Earth my daughter was killed.
Oof. Yeah.
She died in Moscow. We were there trying to stop the attack. Someone set a trap.
For her?
Well, for me. Someone wanted to hurt me, so they hurt her.
Oh, man.
Dang.
So, you're the reason I'm taking my daughter back home in a box.
Dude, what do you say to a person who says that to you? What do you say to a person who says that to you? Oh my God.
You're Nick Fury. Maria believed in you. She would have followed you to the gates of hell and back. I don't know what Maria died for out there. Don't let it be for nothing.
Dang, dude, Fury was affected by that. Nick was like, that hurt.
Yeah.
This hour, several bombs exploded today at an annual celebration in Moscow, killing at least 2,000 civilians.
2,000?
Yeah, those are pretty big bombs.
The online fringe group Americans Against Russia.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna blame it.
You know, I could have killed him if I wanted to. You don't punish a man by giving him what he wants. You just get me to the council meeting. I want to see their faces while Moscow's still burning.
He sounds just like Jason Momoa in Fast X.
Yeah.
Never give a man death when pain is owed. Or whatever he says.
I want to know what turned this guy into this.
I know, because Fury, he was there. He met him as a kid. Probably worked with him for years. This guy's probably a very skilled spy.
Seems someone didn't get us just a retire memo.
Well, I also didn't get a formal invitation, Mr. Secretary General. But I'm sure that was just a curious oversight.
Yeah, these guys are all Skrulls. That's great. The Skrull Council.
All dressed up in the man's finery, drinking the man's wine, playing the man's game, using the man's fork and knife.
Better to behave as a human than as a dog.
I quite like dogs. In fact, I prefer them.
Yeah, dogs are good people.
And they don't lie. They don't lock each other up in cages. They don't pimp, poison.
He's right.
Man's got a point.
What the hell gives you the right to disobey this council?
What gives me the right? Mushkim pix kolos bichorakias. Udrikag makel meki kajbajvu ashuj kajushak lakikuk. Hirog herom kust gangok.
I like the scroll language. It kind of sounds like Klingon from Star Trek.
It almost sounds a little bit like Talokan too.
Bun hepug mir unral. Garuma arwar mij nas kajak. Nas. Pashach.
Yeah, this young dude is definitely Nick Fury's arch enemy.
Yeah.
Humans are doomed to self-destruction. So for anyone flinching at the thought of innocent deaths, we're only hastening the inevitable.
And what happens if the Avengers return?
Yeah, there's no Avengers. There's no Avengers.
We need to streamline our chain of command. Democracy is fine for peacetime, but whilst at war, we need a single commander whose war power is total and unchecked.
My God.
You were in on this with him the entire time.
Yeah, clearly.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize 1 million troops at the snap of a...
Oh, judo chop!
All those in favor of Gravik as our new general will submit.
Ooh. Pretty good effects, man. It's like, I don't know if they're in prosthetics or if they're fully CG or...
We did not end up homeless refugees because we were unwilling to wage war. We ended up homeless refugees because we were too willing.
Yeah, I think that's the secret.
Yeah.
I think Skrulls blew up their own planet.
I will not support your war, and I do not submit.
They're about to kill her. This lady's dead.
Sister, you'll not be harmed.
Our lie detector determined that was a lie.
Definitely a lie. So what you gonna do, just walk around knowing all of this? No way.
Talos, he will kill you.
Yeah, thanks for the faith.
You don't understand. Gravik has changed.
So have I. Soren's dead.
Whew.
Tense,
Heavy.
dude. I guess Shirley did make it out of there
Yeah.
alive.
I don't think she's gonna be alive much longer, though. He's given the order to go get her.
Yep. What are they cooking up in this lab? What are they working on?
Harvest wasn't there.
It's back to scavenging.
Gravik has given me multiple locations for the harvest, all of them empty.
Super Scroll, maybe?
I think so. I think you might be right.
Mm-hmm.
You need anything else, Dr. Dalton?
Yes. Your absence.
Is this a human? Did they kidnap Dr. Dalton, or is it a Skrull?
I don't know.
I have to imagine a Skrull, because it's like nobody could... Then again, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know what they're doing so bad.
What is it? What it is?
Colonel, are you denying Mr. Nicholas Fury were present in Moscow?
We are aware of allegations. Respectfully, Prime Minister, I can't take the authenticity of...
He's good at this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you explain Mr. Fury's presence in Moscow?
Alleged.
He's so good, Don Cheadle.
Smart.
Slovakia rolls its eyes at me one more time, I'm gonna put on the suit and carpet bomb it.
Boom, you looking for this?
Until such time as you can present an actual shred of evidence to back those concerns up, I'm afraid sensitivity is all you're gonna be getting from us.
So well said.
Wow.
Dang, Rhodey.
He's there for a reason.
Dang.
Tell you what, let me just finish mopping up this globe-sized bucket of steaming hot caca you tipped over yesterday. Burner's Tavern, 1 o'clock. Do me a favor and try not to pop off a nuclear holocaust before you get there.
Jeez.
Dang, dude. Rhodey's pissed. I love to have Rhodey have this dynamic with Nicholas J. Fury, you know? It's great. Because they're both in the superhero community. They got one foot in there, obviously, but they're also both like military men.
Yeah.
Just like how when Rhodey was a guest star in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier talking to Sam Wilson, who is Falcon and Captain America and a superhero, but also a black man in the military. I love this dynamic between these two characters. I hope that they have more than this one scene.
I'm this close to handing your ass over to the Russians.
Forgetting your rank here, Colonel Rhodes?
Uh-oh.
Your face is all over CCTV footage.
I was there trying to stop the attack.
Oh, well, excellent job at that, by the way.
9 state actors, global reach.
Hydra?
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys who could shapeshift into your daddy.
The Pentagon was concerned that they might get into their heads to invade us one day from the inside.
That invasion is real. It's happened.
That's not possible.
Because it's secret.
Maybe we should call our friends.
No. We can't jump the gun on that. We get them in a fight with the Skrulls, and next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated.
That's how it happened in the comics.
Men who look like us don't get promoted because of who our daddies know. Every ounce of power we wrestle from the vice grip of the mediocre Alexander Pierces.
These men are gonna escort you outside, then you're going to the airport. We wrestled this power from mediocre men who don't look like us, was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do.
Dang.
To be able to sit across from a man we greatly admire, with whom we share an entire professional, personal, ancestral history with, and to tell him without any reservation that he's fired.
Whoa.
Great script.
Wow.
Can't fire Nick Fury.
The mess that you created in Moscow that resulted in getting one of our best people murdered, you earned all this smoke, brother.
Damn.
Dude.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Are you seriously under the impression that just because you stripped me of my title, I relinquished my DNA? I'm Nick Fury, even when I'm out. I'm in.
That's awesome. Damn.
Wow. What a flex.
Yo, that's my favorite scene in the show so far, these first 2 episodes, right? What a great scene. It's just like 2 actors whom I love. These
Chopping
2
it
actors,
up.
right? Chopping it up, dude. I love that.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm above your pay grade. Where is he? Thank you.
She's great, too. This is another phenomenal actor right here. Olivia Colman. Jesus.
Didn't your mother ever warn you could lose an eye by beating your meat like that?
So great.
Where is the escape hatch in this dump? Oh, wonderful. Okay. Make yourself scarce.
I like
Dude, this lady's freaking me out right now, dude.
I like
What's
this
he about to
attitude
do?
she's bringing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
The other way it is.
Because she's human and he's Skrull.
Well, now that's confirmed. Let's party, shall we?
Damn, dude.
Who is this woman?
Root.
What? What?
Checking the progress of our newest recruit. He'll be ready for a face before long.
Cool. They had a bunch of like DNA of.
Yeah.
So she's looking at what DNA they have access to.
Yeah.
They've had Cull Obsidian because his hand got cut off by Wong in Infinity War. They've had access to Groot.
You're wasting your time. I'll never talk to you.
Well, that's very brave. But everyone talks when their blood starts to cook at 160 degrees centigrade.
Woo! Yo. Yo. That's some fast acting to acting right there. That is some.
Is it wearing off a little bit?
Building a machine.
What kind of machine?
Is this a transporter?
Stronger.
Oh, so yeah, he's Super Skrull. Damn, dude.
Yep.
Damn,
called
dude.
it.
Because now, see, in the comics, the Super Skrull, I don't know if they got access to the Fantastic Four's DNA, but they copied the Fantastic Four, right? So there's no FF in the MCU yet.
Yes.
So all that DNA we saw
could be the combo that they're using.
Right.
Принеси мне колбасы. Давай, иди. Быстрее.
Dang, dude. I could go for a sausage right now. I'm hungry. Like speeches from Fury about what he ate on the... Uh-oh. Cool.
Who is
That's
it?
some spy
Who is
stuff
it?
right there. You gotta hold it. Gravik.
Was not expecting Gravik.
And Gravik's very important. It could also be not Gravik. It could also be just like somebody shapeshifting as Gravik.
Yeah.
But it's probably Gravik.
Sounds like your lift is here.
Oh, he got me hooked.
What'd you tell him?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, just lies. Nothing. Just lies. That's all I swear.
What a liar. You could tell he lied.
Mm-hmm.
He did the acting choice of saying, that's all I swear, but he wasn't looking him in the eyes, and then he looked up. They're about to shoot this Rogan guy in
This
the head.
guy? Give him that info? Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Did we make it home, Peyton?
Yeah, we made it home, Brogan.
Bro?
Made it home to space. You're going home to see your mama right now, Brogan.
Give him the old yeller.
Mm-hmm. The old yeller.
Still a lot of questions.
All right. You ever driven a car with the steering wheel on the right side? I've never done that.
I actually have in South Africa. I did
South Africa.
Yeah.
People believe that the reason some cars were developed like that is because it goes back to the tradition of having your right hand out of the carriage to be able to like wield a weapon. Is Soren alive?
I don't know, but I want the
Who
house.
is this? It's a nice house.
Oh.
Oh, this is the Skrull woman. Yeah, Skrull woman who was.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Is this Fury's wife? Oh my God, it's his wife, dude.
He's married?
Almost.
To a Skrull?
I love this for Nick Fury. I love this for Nick Fury. This is amazing.
What?
When he was talking to Steve Rogers in Winter Soldier and he said, like, my wife kicked me out. He really was married.
Oh, no
She didn't
way.
kick him out, but
No.
Nick Fury is married
What?
to a Skrull and has been since probably 1997.
No way.
That's wild, dude.
Oh, man. This episode went by a lot faster than the last episode did.
It did. It did.
I did not see this being the end.
I want to know so many more things about Fury now. It's great. Yeah, that was fun.
I think that's what I'm really liking about the show is getting to know Nick Fury.
I know.
Because we've gotten to know all the other major players in the MCU, gotten attached to them, got to really know what makes them click, who they love, what they eat, like all kinds of stuff. And we know zero about Nick Fury. He's always been a big question mark.
I know.
I think this is really cool.
Crazy.
This is really, really cool.
That's crazy that she has been a part of his life, but he left for a couple years. Did she go with him? Is she up on Saber? You know what I mean? There's questions of like, and he never has a wedding ring, except he has a wedding ring only when he's in her presence. Like she knows the spy game and people don't know she exists, let alone know that she's a Skrull. That's so interesting.
And what happened that Nick would marry a Skrull? I don't see Nick as the type of dude to confuse like business and his personal life, you know, like everything that he does is with the Avengers is all business. Like he's just handling stuff. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense when like you don't join a dating app, you know, like you kind of fall in love with who's around you.
I mean, it's so interesting that like since they came out with the movie Captain Marvel and they revealed that a young Nick Fury learned that aliens exist and we're not alone in the universe as human beings and interacted with them, dealt with them, befriended them, you know, helped Carol Danvers, that you rewatch the first Avengers movie and Fury doesn't really freak out too much about like Loki showing up. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't freak out too much about aliens coming out of the sky portal at the end of that film. And that was supposed to be the first time really that I guess outside of Thor, which he mentions like a year ago, your people came down to New Mexico and blew it up. Like he other than the Thor incident, he's only dealt with Iron Man, Hulk, and unfrozen Captain America. And now here we have from the movie Captain Marvel learned not only that he knew about aliens since before any of this MCU stuff, he's been married to one. Married this woman.
Wild.
I love
Wild.
that.
That's crazy.
Wild.
What a
interracial, interspecies,
intergalactic.
We have
whatever.
no choice but to stand. An intergalactic marriage king, Nick Fury. I love it.
Going for them green ladies.
Green ladies. I don't blame him, dude.
Yeah.
I do not, Orions from Star Trek, Gamora. Like, I get it, dude. She-Hulk. I get it, dude.
That's right, She-Hulk. I forgot about She-Hulk.
And now Nick Fury's wife can get it.
greenest.
Nick Fury's wife. Amazing. Amazing. Beautiful lady.
All right, so how we feeling after 2 episodes, Hector? Do you feel like it brought the hype that people were talking about?
I don't know. It depends. It depends on who you ask, but I felt like this episode, I think it was like the first one where we're still learning great information and it's going to make us ask questions. But I think that I liked episode 2 more because of just like the dialogue and the writing itself had such great scenes. Him and Talos on the train was a great scene.
Great scene.
Him and Rhodey at the diner.
Best scene. Yeah.
The best scene. Like, these are the things that I'm really chewing on. And then Olivia Colman in this little interrogation torture scene. Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Very cool. Very cool.
So I'm still kind of along for the ride of the spy thriller and this conspiracy and all that stuff. And I do think they did do a good job of justifying, should we call our friends former Avengers? Fury goes, no, because then the Skrulls will replace them and they become international terrorists. Or they, which is kind of a good justification. In the comic books, Nick Fury was a little bit like, oh, I learned this Skrull invasion's happening. I'm not going to tell anybody until I get more information on my own. Like, he handled it as like a secret war by himself for a while until he brought in other people. Still along for the ride with this conspiracy story, but the scenes, man, the characters and the scenes and the acting, it's like some of the best. So what about you? How are you feeling after 2 episodes?
I'm definitely along for the ride now. This one, I feel like the first episode focused, maybe it had to focus on the story and kind of setting up the chess pieces, right? And not knowing where they're going to go. I feel like they really flexed with the writing and the pacing here, because this one felt way better. It didn't feel like an hour. It didn't feel like as long as it was, because the show kept moving, and I feel like it was paced just right. So I'm definitely along for the ride. I like the kind of shift that's happening tonally from other shows, because this feels very different from everything else that's come out on Disney Plus so far, where everything felt, I don't want to say it was the same as, the Infinity Saga of the MCU, because the MCU kind of has a formula that it follows, and this feels like it's kind of breaking from that, like completely, because it's following more strictly the spy thriller aspect of everything, which is cool, which is kind of what us as a group we've been asking for a while. Like Werewolf by Night, strictly campy horror stuff, right? And then even WandaVision, like this crazy mishmash of sitcoms and things like that. So I'd like this dive into the spy thriller genre. I have a feeling the show's going to end up doing some pretty major things. I don't know, though. We'll see. I'm pretty happy with the show right now, though. So
yeah, me too.
It's pretty good.
I can't wait until they're going to have these big sort of, maybe there will be a Carol Danvers cameo to set up the events of the Marvels, or Monica Rambeau certainly feels like a character we're going to see back on the Saber Station at the end of this series, or you never know what's going to happen. Remember when we saw Quicksilver from the X-Men movies pop up in WandaVision and we freaked out, like without knowing all the information, just that kind of a moment, like we could get any level of that in the form of a Skrull replacing this character moment, like they could get Chris Evans to do a cameo. They could get, I don't think they're going to do Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans or anything like that, but like you never know who may pop up in this series.
What if, one question. So since there's millions of Skrulls, why haven't
at least
they
a million
already tried to assume a shape or have tried to infiltrate the Avengers on their own? Is it some event that happened that broke them that made them decide question. Now we're going to start imitating people and taking positions of power and things?
It seems like that's the question that they need to answer, right? They have to answer that same question all the time in Marvel Comics. Yeah. Why is Doctor Doom attacking now? Why didn't he attack last week when Mole Man was attacking? Why is he waiting, after every other villain does their thing for him to do his thing? And in the MCU, it seems like they're using the Thanos snap or blip as the excuse for a lot of stuff. Right. Why have the Eternals never been fully active? This is what happened, and now they're deciding to kind of step out into the spotlight the way that Wakanda did after the Black Panther movie, because Killmonger was that inciting incident to and T'Challa learning the truth about certain things. So maybe the Skrulls have learned information. Maybe that something is happening either on Earth or in space that has up that timetable, or it's desperation. I don't know. But
Garlic was talking. Garlic was talking about how the promise was broken. So, do you think there's a point where they decided that the promise that Nick Fury made was broken?
Yes.
Or were they just impatient? Were they just saying, "Okay, we've been waiting 30 years"?
That's a great question. Right. Yeah. That's a great question. Is this something that Garlic or Gravik himself decided? This is my timetable, brother. And if you don't get us a home until then Nick Fury has betrayed us. Yeah. Or did something happen in space where maybe Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, because remember, she's also liable.
Right.
Carol said, I'm going to help you. And for 30 years, she's been zipping around the galaxy and hasn't found a habitable home that they, Carol, you dropped the ball, dude. Not only did she abandon Earth, and I'm sure Monica is going to be pissed at her mom's best friend, Carol, who she hasn't seen since 1995. And we're going to get that fallout in the movie. Carol was like, so maybe she did find a world and then something happened to get it taken away from the Skrulls. And that was the inciting incident that made them go, okay, you know what, Carol and Nick Fury, you fucked us. You fucked us over. And now we're deciding to launch our plans.
Right. Now we're going to screw everything up here on Earth and take
we're just going to take Earth. We're just going to take Earth. We're just going to take Earth.
So just like I said in the episode, too many questions are being presented at this point. And I feel like they're doing a good job of making me kind of fall in love with Nick Fury over again.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Like, we're trying to see him more as a person, which is really cool.
I love this character, but especially the revelation that he's married and the scene with him on the train and with Rhodey. Right. I mean, this is Nick Fury's Sam Jackson has never been better as this character than these two episodes.
Oh yeah, he's been quality great, Sam Jackson.
It's awesome.
Anyways,
anytime he says ass, anytime he says stupid ass, where's this scroll ass now? Whatever he says ass, it's the best.
Whenever he talks like Sam Jackson, that's what we love.
Man, I hope he gets an F-bomb in this. That'd be great, dude.
I mean, he already said, somebody already said shit once, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And the first F word in a Marvel Studios show, not including like the Netflix Marvel stuff, which was ABC Television, so not really Marvel Studios, was Star-Lord just said it in a PG-13 Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So let Samuel L. Jackson say it on Disney Plus. Who gives a fuck?
Basically invented the word.
The word was not in use correctly until Samuel L. Jackson started using it in film, and everyone, that's how you're supposed to say the F word, and that's
he put the stank on it. He made it stylish again. That's for sure.
Oh my God. This show better end, and he'll be like, well, I'm going back to fucking space or something, and it's like, all right. We'll see you in the Marvels, Nick.
I'm tired of these motherfucking Skrulls on this motherfucking
Earth. Yes. Maybe a little too meta, but something like that. Something like that.
Yeah. But anyways, we'd love to hear what you guys thought about this episode in the comments. Please start the discussion down there. We'll be back next week to discuss episode 3. Hopefully Adam will be back at that point. If not, he decided to disappear
moved to Europe. He
somewhere.
stayed.
He's just a nomad in Europe at this point. We'll never see him again, but it'll be the happiest man you've ever seen. But until next time, see you later, homies.
Bye.
Bye.